All right, so today we are looking at In the Bleak Midwinter for the flute. The first thing we have to do is we have to make sure that we know we're starting on a D. All right, the first phrase, we have a dotted quarter note, eighth note quarter. All right, D, E, F, D, C, B. I'm going to take a really big breath, all right, before I play. And here we go. Here's what I want it to sound like. First two measures. 1, 2, 3. What I'm really making sure I'm doing is these half notes need to be 2 full beats each, okay? Again, make sure before we start we take a nice big breath. We really get a good F out here, and then we're going to go to the C and the B. Let's try it again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's try it one more time. I'm looking for full note values, all right? Full note values, and I'm also looking for the half notes to be 2 beats each. All right, here we go. First two measures. 1, 2, ready? When you have those first two measures sounding like that, you may move on. If not, that's okay. Pause the video, go back, and do those 2 measures until you have it sounding like that. In fact, let's just do the beginning one more time. Really make sure we get a good solid F out here. Here we go, first 2 measures. 1, 2, 3. And one thing I forgot to mention earlier is with all these notes, you want to be putting a tongue on them. Poot, 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 poot. All right, you want to start each note with a good tongue. All right, let's go on to measure 3 and 4. The rhythm in measure 3 is the same as the rhythm in measure 1. The big thing though is we're going to aim, this phrase is going to aim for that C whole note. And when you hit that C whole note, it has to be 4 whole beats, like this. 1, 2, 3. So you really have to take a huge breath to make sure we can get all the way to that C whole note, all right, and hold that C whole note for 4 beats. Let's try it again. Measure 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we want to make sure we're taking 1 breath every 2 measures. That's going to be a pattern for pretty much this whole song. You're going to want to breathe every 2 measures. So let's see if we can do measures 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll breathe right here at the beginning. And we'll take a big breath right here. Full note values, use the tongue. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's try measure 5 and 6. Measure 5 and 6 is the exact same thing as measure 1 and 2. So here we go. Here's 5 and 6. I'm going to breathe right here. That breath's going to carry me through the entire 2 measures, okay? So 3 and 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Full note values, use the tongue. Now let's try measure 7 and 8. If we're following the pattern, look, measure 7 and 8, it's close to 3 and 4, but it's a little bit different. We're going to end on a B. In measure 4, we end on a C. In measure 8, we're going to end on a B. C, C, D, C, B, B. So let's try that. And again, just like we played this whole note for 4 beats, we're going to hold this full note for 4 beats. 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3. Let's try 1 through 8 now. lots of air, lots of tongue, all right? And I haven't mentioned this either, you gotta have fast fingers on those keys, all right? Some of these fingers, like going from the E to the F, all right, a little bit tricky, so you gotta make sure you have fast fingers. D, E, F, D, C, B, C, D, C, B, C. There can't be any hesitation with your fingers. They got to be directly on the flute. D, E, F, D, C, B, C, D, C, B, C. In fact, let's just try doing it one time with just our fingers, okay? One, no air, just the fingers. 1, 2, ready, go. D, E, F, D, C, B, C, D, C, B, C. Measure 5. D, E, F, D, C, B, C, D, C, B, B. Let's play it now. 1 and 2, so we're going to start from here, play all the way from here. If at any part you're having trouble, that's okay. Pause the video, work on what you need to work on, and then move forward. So here we go. 1, 2, measure 1. All right, let's go on to this middle part now, 9 and 10. How I think of when I think of measure 9 is we're playing 4 quarter notes that are really driving to that G. E, D, E, F, G, G, D. So this is really where these 4 quarter notes are driving. So big breath, full note value, and make sure we get all the way up to the G. Remember, G is going to be fingered like an F, but you're going to take the first finger off like that. That's going to be our G. So here we go, 9 and 10, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3. We got to have these 4 notes really drive to that measure, okay? One breath, measure 9 and 10. 1, 2, 3. Let's try that one more time. Measure 9 and 10. 1, 2. So lots of air, and really get that air down towards the bottom of the head joint when we're getting up to these higher notes. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to take a big breath and we're going to reset right here. 11 and 12. All right. What really defines this measure is making sure we start on a good solid F, okay? F, D, C. And right here, that's a mistake in the music. That is actually supposed to be a B. That's actually supposed to be a B. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead, switch that. That should be a B. All right, as you can see, I'm super high-speed technology, so I'm going to write this as a B. So this note right here is going to be a B. That's been mislabeled, okay? F, D, C, B, C. If you haven't written that in your music, make sure you make that change. So here's 11 and 12. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Four beats for the whole note. I'm taking a big breath. Gotta start on that F. If your F is less than stellar, it's not going to set the phrase up correctly. So let's go ahead, let's try that again. 11 and 12. 1, 2, 3. And if you look at how it's phrased, all right, we're starting high, we're really just coming down, and then we're coming back up to that C. That's how the contour of the line is. Let's try that again. 11, and 12. All right, I'm listening for good Fs, I'm listening for good tongues, and a full 4 beats on the whole note. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. At any point, if you're having trouble with this middle part, that's okay. Pause it, go back. So let's go ahead, let's try just 9, 10, 11, and 12. Have you fixed your music so that's a B yet? Let's try it. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right? This is probably the trickiest 4 measures of the song because of the high notes and because some of the quicker fingerings I think were required as well. So don't be afraid to pause it, work it out until you have the whole thing sounding good, clear. All right? Clarity with tongues. And then we go to the bottom. The bottom's just like the first 4 measures. D, E, F, D, C, B, C, D, C, B, B. All right, so let's go ahead. Actually, you know what? I misspoke. It's not the first 4 measures. 13, 14, 15, 16 are like 5 through 8 because we're ending on the B right there. All right, so let's try the whole song. All right, measures 1 through measure 16. Lots of air, lots of tongue. Here we go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Lots of air, and we're breathing every 2 measures.